Hi everyone, I am Mohammed and today we will check out an overview on the secret behind the success of Facebook and the potential challenges it may face in the future. Before we get into the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be always up to date and ready to trade. Now let's take a look at what drives the success of the social media king. First of all, Facebook has an international audience amounting to almost 2.3 billion users, approximately 85% of whom are outside the US and Canada. Facebook also loves to push out upgrades to its products. Some may argue, however, that these upgrades cause the most uproar among users. Facebook stock's growth has been quite strong. When Facebook went public, many people thought it was absurd. Others, however, realized Facebook was cementing its place in history. Facebook has been acquiring companies with a huge potential. Its record purchases are the $19 billion acquisition of WhatsApp, $2 billion purchase of Oculus, and $1 billion buy of Instagram. Now let's move on to the SWOT analysis of Facebook, which present the company's internal strengths and weaknesses and the external opportunities and threats. For the strength, Facebook has a strong brand name, which is vital both for stability and long-term sustainability. In fact, in 2019, Facebook was ranked the 5th most valuable brands by Forbes. Another strength of Facebook is that it's spread investment across different areas, showing that Facebook clearly understands that you should not put all your eggs in one basket. On to the weaknesses, Facebook is facing backlash over its negligence in the protection of the user's privacy. If the company does not address user privacy concerns promptly and effectively, it risks losing its popularity. Also, Facebook has been under a lot of criticism for spreading fake and misleading information. Facebook's inability to control misleading information can be very detrimental to society at large. Moving on to the opportunities, Facebook has the potential to extend its portfolio beyond the social media industry. As the majority of its business revenue is dependent on social media and advertising. Arguably, this can also be seen as a threat should the social media Facebook business become weaker. Another opportunity Facebook can capture is through exploiting changes in advertising trends. A majority of Facebook users access their accounts via mobile app, and Facebook has an invaluable opportunity to improve its mobile-based advertising to take advantage of a 26% increase in mobile in-app ads. Regarding its threats, Facebook faces fierce competition from both old and new platforms, such as TikTok, which threaten to reduce Facebook users. Not only that, but the number of unfavorable regulations to Facebook is being passed and adopted at an alarming rate, fueled by recent scandals such as the data-focused scandal of Cambridge Analytica. Looking at the general performance of the company, it can be seen that it's quite the growth stock. In 5 years, Facebook stock increased by 150%, grew 18.6% in 1 year, jumped around 22% since the start of 2021, increased over 8% in 6 months' time, but has declined by 7% the last month. The reason for this drop is that the company warned on how Apple's privacy changes have impact its ad business for the third quarter of this year. Also, the company faced its award service outage in over 13 years, when a huge bug knocked the company's services for about a day, disallowing users of Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram to use its popular apps. Now, let's see how Facebook is doing from a fundamental point of view. Looking at its health, Facebook has a current ratio of 5.43. This indicates that it is financially healthy and has no problem in meeting its short-term obligations. Regarding growth, the earnings per share has grown by an impressive 61% over the past year, and by 33.83% on average over the past 5 years. Facebook is also quite profitable, with a return on equity of 28.18%. This is among the best returns in the industry, as the industry average is minus 1.13%. In profitability, Facebook outperforms 98% of its industry peers. Regarding its stock value, Facebook's price to earnings ratio is 30.36, which is a bit cheaper than the industry average, which of 29.74. This indicates that it has quite the cheap valuation for its current price. Facebook's fundamentals are looking solid, but how does the stock seem from a technical perspective? Facebook has a quite weak technical analysis because the price movement was a little bit volatile to find nice entry and exit points. But the stock is now trading in the support zone, ranging from $325 to $330. There is a second, lower support zone from $245 to $255. The resistance zone is at $382. Despite the volatility of the stock, the Facebook stock shows consistent growth, offset by the recent drop in the stock price. Let's move on to the final part of this video, which are the future plans of the internet giant. Facebook is planning to invest more into artificial intelligence as AI begins to take over the world with its increasing sophistication and usage on a global scale. Another plan of Facebook, which is quite exciting, is that Facebook announced the rollout of fantasy game for iOS and Android users of the Facebook app in Canada and the US. The simple prediction game will be available for free. This presents a strong opportunity for Facebook to diverse beyond social media. Finally, Facebook's mission says it all. The mission of the company has always been to make the whole world more open, connected, and accessible. In literal terms, that means helping to connect people to the internet so they can connect to all the people they care about. This mission has been successful, with the firm planning to reach out to more users through implementing effective updates, which provides a new service on its platform and in its subsidiaries such as WhatsApp and Instagram. This has been Muhammad, and I hope that all of you enjoyed the video. In the end, you can check out the unique services of Gulf Brokers DMCC by visiting the link in the description. See you later.